whatever direction, whether clockwise or anti-clockwise you want to choose, you can take it. So good morning students, see how you can solve numerical problems based on Kirchhoff's rules. So this is a question. Question is given two cells of EMF 1.5 volt and 2 volt and internal resistances 1 ohm and 2 ohm are connected in parallel so as to send current in the same direction through an external resistance of 5 ohm. First part of the question, draw the circuit diagram. Second, using Kirchhoff's rules, calculate current through each branch of the circuit and potential difference across 5 ohm resistance. This is the question. Students, you can see in this question both the cells are connected in parallel and they are sending current in the same direction through a 5 ohm resistor. So what can be the circuit diagram in this? So this 1.5 volt cell and its internal resistance is 1 ohm. The second cell is connected parallel with the first. Its EMF is 2 volt and internal resistance is 2 ohm. Both the cells are sending current through a 5 ohm resistance in the same direction. This is 5 ohm resistance and circuit is going to be like this. A, B, C, D, E, F. What going to be the current due to first cell? Suppose this current is I1. Current due to second cell is positive terminal. The direction of current I2 due to second cell is going to be this. Suppose current I3. The combined current of I1 and I2, that is I3, is flowing through 5 ohm resistance. So this would be the network. Now this is answer for the first part of the question. Draw the circuit diagram. Circuit diagram is like this. So students, to find the answer of second part, Kirchhoff's rule, using Kirchhoff's rule, calculate the current through each branch of the circuit. So suppose first of all we consider this larger closed loop. That loop is A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. And we are moving anti-clockwise through this loop. Here you can see I1 current is flowing through resistance of 1 ohm. So we can write I1 into 1 plus I1 plus I2 current, the sum of the two current I1 and I2, that is I3. I1 plus I2 current is flowing through 5 ohm resistance. So 5 multiplied by I1 plus I2 is equal to 1.5. As we are moving from negative terminal towards positive, the EMF of the cell is considered to be positive. If you solve this equation, you will get 6I1. 5I1 plus I1. 6I1 plus 5I2 is equal to 1.5. This is equation number 1. If you apply or consider second closed loop, that is B, C, D, E, B, this closed loop, and again we are moving anti-clockwise, then I2 current is flowing through 2 ohm resistance, so we can write 2I2 plus 5 ohm resistance multiplied by I1 plus I2, that equals 2 volt EMF of this cell as we are moving from negative to positive. So equation is going to be 5I1 plus 7I2 equals 2. So after solving these two equations are linear equation in two variables. The variables are I1 and I2. Here variables I1 and I2. Solving these two equations, you can get value of current I1 and current I2. So students, see, to find the value of I1, I2 and I3, we need to solve these two equations, linear equation in two variables. 6I1 plus 5I2 equals 1.5 and 5I1 plus 7I2 equals 2. So how to solve this linear equation? Suppose we multiply first equation by 5, second equation by 3. On solving, you will get value of I2 as 9 by 34 ampere. Put this value of I2 in either of the two equations. Suppose we are putting this value of I2 in equation number 1. So 6I1 plus 5 multiplied by I2, that is 9 by 34, is going to be 45 by 34 equals 1.5. On solving, value of I1 is coming out to be 1 by 34 ampere. So what is the value of current I3? I3 is equal to sum of current I1 and I2. So sum is going to be 9 by 34 plus 1 by 34, that is 10 by 34 ampere. So these are the three currents. I1 current is 9 by 34, I2 current is 1 by 34, and I3 current is 10 by 34 ampere. Now one more answer is there. What is the potential difference across 5 ohm resistor? So you know, if current I3 is flowing through 5 ohm resistance, then potential difference across 5 ohm resistance is equal to 5 multiplied by current I3, that is 10 by 34, and it's coming out to be 50 by 34 volt. So potential difference across 5 ohm resistance is 50 by 34 volt. So students, see, this is another example that can be solved by the use of Kirchhoff's rules. The question is 11 equal wires, each of resistance 2 ohm, form edge of an incomplete cube. This is incomplete cube. The name of the cube is ABCD FGH. Incomplete cube is as this edge of the cube is absent. So this is called incomplete cube. Find the total resistance from one end of the vacant edge to the other end of the same edge. Means we have to find equivalent resistance of this cube between point A and point Q. So students, to solve this question, for the sake of convenience, if we choose the total current entering in the skeleton cube is 2I, and the current returning to the cell again after flowing through this path is again 2I. Here you can see the current 2I will divide in two parts. Current I is flowing along AB and current I is flowing along AB. This division of current is due to equal resistance of both the paths, as the wires are of equal length and their resistances are equal, so that the current entering at A will divide in two equal parts. Here you can see current I reaches to B, it divides again in two parts. Current I1 is flowing through this path BH, and current I minus I1 is flowing through BC. Current I again divides in two parts at point D. I1 is flowing along this, I minus I1 is flowing here. So you can see at point C, current I minus I1 is reaching from B and current I minus I1 is reaching from D. Both the currents combine at point C, and current 2I minus I1 is flowing towards G. At point G, the current again divides in two parts. I minus I1 is flowing towards F, I minus I1 is flowing towards H. At this point, current I1 and I minus I1 combine and current I is flowing towards K. Again, current I is flowing towards K from H. So at the end, the current 2I is returning to the cell. To solve this question, if we consider the total resistance of this cube is to be R, and current flowing through the cube is 2I. So what is going to be the product of total current flowing through the cube? This is going to be 2I multiplied by R is equal to EMF of the cell, that is E. Suppose this is equation number 1. Now students, see, to solve this question, First of all, take the closed path EABHK, this closed path EABHK, then to E, and we are moving in the clockwise direction. Here you can see the total resistance of the skeleton cube is taken to be R. 2I current is flowing through this, so current 2I multiplied by R is equal to EMF of the cell. Now in the second path EABHKE, in this path you can see EMF, we are moving from negative terminal towards positive. Current I is flowing through this path, resistance of this path is 2 ohm, so we can write E is equal to, E is taken to be positive, 2 into I plus 2I1. I1 current is flowing through this resistance BH of 2 ohm, so 2I1, we are moving in the direction of the current itself, and current I is again flowing through 2 ohm resistance in the path HK, so 2 resistance multiplied by current I, and if you solve this equation you can get EMF of the cell 4I plus 2I1 is equal to E. This is equation number 2. Second symmetrical path is there. If we take closed loop DFGCD, we are moving in this direction. So product I1 flowing to 2 ohm resistance. So as we are moving in the direction of current 2I1, we are moving in the direction I minus I1 opposite to it. So minus 2 ohm resistance multiplied by I minus I1. Again we are moving opposite to this resistance 2 I minus I1, then minus 2 I minus I1. This is going to be 4 I minus I1. So if you solve this equation, you will get the relation 10 I1 minus 8 I is equal to 0. So value of I1 is going to be 8 by 10 into I, or value of I1 is 4 by 5 into I. This is equation number 3. If you solve equation number 3 and equation number 2, these two equations, you will get value of E as 4I plus 2I1, put value of I1 4 by 5I, value of E is going to be 28 by 5I. This is equation number 4. Now put this value of equation number 4 in equation number 1 in place of E. You will get value of 28 by 5I is equal to 2I into R, and value of R is going to be 14 by 5 ohm. In this way you can get value of this cube between these 2 points of the incomplete cube.